Say it one more time.
The app?
Oh, yeah, it's new, right?
Yes.
They just updated it. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
It does look nice. Yeah, I don't know if the features are any different really, but yeah, it looks nice and they're making little updates.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, she called and she said like her thing wasn't working and she couldn't find it for Martha's.
Oh, the Wednesday, the 7 p.m. Yeah, they've been making like little, I think now they're good, but because they switched over, they were doing these little like updates. So hopefully now.
Yeah, it was like a discrepancy between what it was showing
and then what
the actual classes, so it was not showing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
you got it, right?
Yes. Yeah, she did something there and then I closed and open again and I was able to go in.
Yeah.
But you don't longer have the library, right?
Yes, the library's there.
No?
It's not showing?
No.
The app is updated and it's so weird.
I looked at it from the student side. Let me make myself a note. Because I just looked at it yesterday and I thought from the student side I saw everything. That's not good. Yeah, we definitely. I thought that was weird because I looked at the views because like it shows me like who watches each video. And I only had one person, so I know somebody saw it because there was one view, but I was like, only one? I'll check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed, I think you released the new app like last week, right?
Yeah,
Because
it's the same, it's just like they just switched in the back end. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna plug you back in.
That's okay.
I'm always like, bye. You can hear me still? Hear me? Yes, awesome. Let me adjust my camera. Okay. Oh, what happened? There it goes. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Good. Great. It's such a beautiful Friday out, so happy to have you inside right now. Is it anybody's first time doing restorative? First time restorative? Awesome. Is it your first time in my class too? What's your name? Alex, nice to meet you. So we're going to be using one bolster, 2 blankets, a strap, and then 2 blocks. All right. And then if you are already ready, we're going to get started in supportive child's pose this morning. And so go ahead and take your bolster. Bring your big toes to touch, knees wide, and then bring your bolster right between your thighs. And then notice when you go to lay your chest down, if you have a lot of space between your hips and your heels, you might want to bring another blanket just between your legs. So the purpose is to fill in every area that isn't grounded so that when you lay down, you can just fully let go. Take a moment to find that position that makes you feel like a child. And bring one of your cheeks to your bolster. Yeah, bring the bolster forward so you're not sitting on it, but instead it's right in front of you. So lift up for a second. Bring it. Good. Close your eyes. And then take a nice big inhale through your nose. And then sigh it out of your mouth. And with your lips closed, begin to deepen your breath this morning. Remind yourself that you chose to be here And there is nothing else that you need to do for this next hour. Allow your inhales to fill up into your lower belly. Let your breath rise all the way up into your chest and back. And then slow down your exhale as you get heavier through your hips and your chest. Bring your opposite cheek to the bolster, just gently stretching the opposite side of your neck. Continuing to find your deep breaths. Long breath, long life. Deep breath, deep life. Strong breath, strong life. Take another few breaths. Using the focus on your breath to slow down your thoughts. With your next inhale, start to walk your hands towards your knees. And gently lift your chest just enough to take your bolster off your mat, off to the side. And then come back to child's pose without the bolster. This time, reach your arms forward. Drop your head to your mat to increase the stretch along the sides of your body. And coming into bear rolls, as you inhale, roll up to your hands and your knees. Arch your spine as you breathe in. And then exhale, take your hips back towards your right heel. So a big circle over towards your left heel. And back up to your hands and your knees. So you inhale and you arch as you move forward. And you exhale, start to round your spine as you move back. Make these circles as big as you want. Your hips coming further forward and back each time. Take it one more time, that direction. And then start to reverse the circle. As you move forward, your hips can start to come down. And stay grounded through your hands as you push back. Slow inhales for half of the circle. And slow exhales for the other half. That's it. And then the next time you come forward, pause on your hands and your knees. And coming into tabletop pose. Spread your fingers wide. And gaze straight down between your hands so your neck is long. And then reach your right leg behind you on the floor. So your toes not your tail, your toes stay glued to your mat. And then see if you can find more length through the crown of your head. So there's that connection from your heel up the back of your body through your head. Draw your low belly in, taking any arch out of your back. And then as you inhale, lift your right leg up. Good. Feel that movement from your inner thigh and your upper glute so that all 5 toes point down. And then lower your toes back to your mat and do that a few times. So you inhale from your inner thigh as you lift, keep your low belly pulled in. And you exhale as you lower. 2 more, just isolate, find that length. Lowering it down. 1 more time, lift your right leg up, this time pause. Cross it behind your back leg, take it over towards the wall. Set your toes on the ground and then push your heel back, bringing a stretch through the right side of your body. Gaze over your left shoulder. And then if you want to deepen the stretch, press your hips towards the left. Breathe here for another 3. You should feel it all along the right side of your body for 2. On 1, lift your leg back up and take it forward to the outside of your right hand for lizard lunge. And you can take your blocks underneath your hands. And then begin to make your way into that hip flexor stretch. So if you want to walk your left leg back to bring a little more stretch to your back hip, take your blocks as high as you need. Be very generous with your space in this class. And then just breathe here as you drop your shoulders, soften your gaze. Relax your jaw and your face. Continue to gently press your hips forward, keeping your low belly pulled in. And with your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Shift your hips back. Draw your toes towards your shin. Good. Yeah, so if you need, adjust the height of your block so your hands can stay where they're at. I'll take a mini float. Inhale, bend back into your front knee, open up your chest. Harry, bring your blocks to the inside of your leg. Yeah, and everybody, yep, so both blocks inside of your leg. And then exhale as you straighten your leg and shift back. Flow with your own breath. Be compassionate to your body, don't over push it. And let your inhale move you forward and allowing your exhale to bring you back. Next time you go back, hold it here. Continue to flex your toes towards your shin. Stay there. And then adding some ankle rolls to warm up your foot and ankles. Circle your legs out, around and in. Try to spread your toes out. That's it. And then reverse that direction. Notice as you move your foot, how you feel the stretch in different parts of your leg. And pause with a flexed foot. Lengthen your chest as you breathe in. And gently round your upper back as you breathe out. Relax the crown of your head down to your mat, letting go of any tension in your neck. And inhale, press into your blocks, come back to that low lunge. And this time, take it into galaxy pose. Turn your front foot 45 degrees. You may want to lower down on your blocks. And come onto the knife edge of your foot so you can see the bottom of your foot. Right hand to thigh, press it open. Starting to lean away from your leg. It may feel nice to drop to your forearm. Stay here and breathe all around your right hip. And if you want to add in a quad stretch, you can bend your back leg and catch onto your foot. That's it. Stay exactly where you are, exactly as your body's telling you today. So you even want to walk your back leg back a little bit. There it is. More here. Stay for another 2. And then if you have your foot, gently release it. Make your way back to your hands and come to your hands and knees. And pressing back to child's pose. Good. And if you need a blanket under your knees, I should have said that before, feel free to bring one. And make your hips move side to side. And roll your forehead on your mat. Take a deep breath into your back body. And a long breath out. Two more times. Inhale gets longer and fuller each time. Slow down your exhale. When you're ready, make your way back to your hands and your knees. Find that neutral spine, gaze between your hands. And this time, extend your left leg behind you, foot on the floor. Stretch through your calf by pressing your heel back at first. Draw your low belly in. And then lift your left leg up. Good. Be really mindful that that movement comes from your inner thigh lifting. That's it. Touch your toes down towards your mat. And then exhale as you lift your leg back up. 2 more. Lower your leg down to your mat. Belly stay pulls in as you lift your leg up. 1 more time. Drop your toes down. Lift your leg up and hold. And take your leg towards the windows. Keep your leg straight. Cross it behind your right foot. And then as your toes come to your mat, push your heel at the diagonal. Push it back. Gaze over your right shoulder and feel that stretch all the way through the left side of your body. And press your hips towards the right. Hold here for 3. Good. Holding here for another 2. And on 1, lift your leg up and take it all the way forward to the outside of your left hand. And blocks come inside of your leg. And then find your low lunge. Scoot your right leg back as much as you can to feel the stretch. But then at the same time, stay mindful that your low belly is pulling in to support your back. Hold here. And just breathe, continuing to find that gentle movement down and forward with your hips. And with your next exhale, straighten your front leg. Shift your hips back. Flex your toes towards your shin. Get that stretch through the back of your leg. And then find your float. Inhale, bend back into your front knee. Open up your chest. And then exhale, hands stay where they're at as you straighten your front leg. Move your chest naturally with your body. So opening as you inhale. And then folding over your front leg as you exhale. Take it a few more times at your own pace. Dial into your body. Everything is internal versus what you look like externally. And then the next time that you straighten your leg, hold it there. Begin to circle your foot and ankle. Spread your toes. Really get that full rotation in as much as you go out. And reverse the direction of the circle. Flex your foot. Breathe in as you lengthen your chest. Exhale, fold over that straight leg right in the center. And keep your face soft as you go into that stretch, flexing your foot. And then slowly lift up and coming into your galaxy pose, bend back into your front knee. Turn your toes at the diagonal and come on to the outer edge of your foot. Press your thigh away from your hand, or away with your hand. And then I like to drop down to my forearm. No music. Continue to move your hips forward and down so that your back hip is at that diagonal and you feel a stretch there too. And then if you want to go ahead and take the quad stretch, sorry guys. Here for another 5. If you have your foot, draw your foot in and at the same time open up your shoulder. Hold here for another 2. One more slow breath in. Let it go. That's it. And gently release your foot. And come back to your hands and your knees, blocks aside. And this time into a downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Good. Make your down dog as long or as short as you want. Get rid of the rules and just see what feels good and grounding in your body. And then pedal out your legs. Bend one knee as you push into the opposite hip. And slowly side to side, just pedaling it out. Let go of your neck and your head. And then find stillness in your down dog. Lift your hips higher, press your chest back towards your thighs. Take one last deep breath in through your nose. Let it go. It's Friday. Look to your hands and tippy toe your feet to the top of your mat, bringing your feet hip width distance or wider for ragdoll pose. Soft bend in your knees to protect your lower back. And grab your elbows and let your upper body now just sway heavy side to side. Relax your head completely. And seeing if you can feel that space from the top of your neck and how it inserts into the ridge of your head. That area is relaxed. And with your upper body heavy, take the shoulder opener. Interlace your hands behind your back. Press your palms together as you reach them towards the front of the room. Back to your breath. No more. Gently release your arms down to your mat. Let your upper body and arms hang heavy. Slowly roll up to stand one vertebrae at a time. Take a full body stretch, push into your feet, reach up, take up space. Hands to your heart center and pause. Acknowledge yourself for everything that you've accomplished this week. And also be loving and compassionate to yourself for everything you didn't do this week. And accept yourself exactly as you are here and right now on your mat. A full breath in. Clear it out. Look to your hands, and as you inhale, full body stretch, reach up, get length. Exhale, dive over your legs, bend your knees to protect your back. Lengthen your spine halfway, and step back into our only high plank. Spread your fingers out wide, pull your belly up and in, and then lower your knees to your mat. Broaden your chest as you inhale, lower down to your belly as you exhale. Slide forward, cobra pose. Exhale to lower. 2 more. Inhale, shoulders down and back. Exhale to lower. 1 more time. Inhale, lift as high as it's comfortable for your back. That's it, Perry. Exhale to lower. Pull your low belly in, press to your hands and your knees. And take it back to child's pose. Take 1 breath to fill up. Let it all the way out. Walk your hands towards your knees, lift your chest. And come to sit as we set up for supported Baddha Konasana pose, so bound angle. You're going to bring your feet together, your knees wide. And then if you're tight in your lower back, lift your hips up by sitting on a blanket. From here, you can grab your bolster, bring it in front of your body, and it's always good to keep some blocks and blankets handy to build the pose up to where you need it to be. And then with your knees wide, so you have like a diamond shape with your legs. And start to fold forward, resting either your forehead or a cheek. And then if you get in that pose and you notice there's a lot of space between your head and your props, that's where you can start to add in another blanket or a block. Do your best to build the pose and then just let your upper body and head relax here. We'll be here for a couple of minutes. And so your only job is to let go and allow time to do the work. Get heavy through your legs. Then think of breathing. Breathe all around your hips and your lower back. Wherever your focus goes, that area of your body softens. It gives in a little bit more. Notice if you're carrying any tension in your jaw. Take about 5 more breaths. And slowly begin to lift your chest back up. And take your time to come out of the pose and feel the effects in your body. Bring your feet to your mat, knees up to the ceiling. So just taking a little counter stretch, you can leave your props. Bring your hands behind your back. And tabletop pose. Stretch out the front of your hips, lift your hips high. Fingers are facing your feet. And if it feels good, let your head drop back. Lift your hips higher. And gently lower all the way back down to your mat. Good. And we'll take it into just a straight-legged fold now. And so you can lift your bolster up to straighten your legs. You can again bring your bolster long ways if you like that. Another option is to make a bolster bridge by taking your blocks to either sides of your legs. Take that bolster on top. Make sure the blocks are as close as they can be. That'll give you more stability. And then with your other blanket, you can bring that on top, just as a little pillow for your head. Make sure you have some space in your mouth to breathe so your props are forward, just your forehead rests. And then you can start with your feet flexed for the first couple of breaths so that you feel the stretch all along the sides of your body. And then after those few breaths, like 5 or 6 breaths, then let your legs just relax. Let your body just take on the shape that it wants. Keep your mind focused on your breath. That's the mind training. The practice as your body's in stillness, your thoughts ramp up. So you just practice coming back to breath. Back to being the observer of your experience here. Let your exhales pull you deeper into your pose. And slowly begin to lift your chest up. Once again, just rolling up through your spine. Take your props off your mat, off to the sides. And we'll counter stretch one more time, this time with reverse plow pose. So now with your legs straight, bring your hands behind your body, fingers facing forward. You can do the bent-legged version if you need. And then see if you can lift your legs up again. That's it, as high as you can. Feel the stretch in the shoulders, the front of the body. You can let your head drop back. And gently lower all the way down. Good. We'll come into a side lying stretch. And so what you'll need is your bolster. Will face the windows. You're going to take your bolster about a third of the way back. Bring a blanket in front of that bolster for your head, leaving some space between the bolster and blanket. And keep your other blanket nearby. And then sit on your right hip and side stretch over the bolster until your shoulder comes to the floor. So let's face the right hip. Let's face the back. Or just do whichever one you're on. That's fine. We'll do both sides. Good. So whichever hip you're on, you're going to extend your top arm either over your head with a straight arm, or you can bend that top arm, bringing your hand to around the nape of your neck. This can be a lot on your shoulder, so if at any point this arm overhead is too much, just rest it by your chest. The important part is that you're stretching through the side of your body. So you're not falling forward or back. If your top hip bothers you, take a blanket between your legs. And then focus on that top side, your breath expanding between your ribs. And the more physical space we can bring into the sides of our body, the deeper we're able to breathe. Rest. If that arm overhead is too much, just bring it by your chest. Take 5 more slow breaths. And as you inhale, increase the length of your side. And as you exhale, soften, let go. After your last breath, if your arm is overhead, gently bring it by your chest. And before you move, just soften between your ear and your shoulder. So let go of any tension around your neck and shoulder. Check in with your face and your jaw. Is there any tension there? And then use your top hand to gently press you up. And turn towards the other side, just coming right into the opposite side. Sure, your shoulders on your mat. And again, if your top hip bothers you, take a blanket between your legs. At any point, can reach that top arm overhead. And then observe this side. When the bigger movements of our body slow down, we can really notice those little movements in our body, the subtle happenings. See where you feel stretch, sensation, energy. And with your focus, bring a sense of melting to those areas. take 5 more breaths on this side. And once you're complete, bring your top arm by your chest, rest it there. Soften completely around your neck and shoulders. And slowly use your top hand to lift you up. Take your bolster, bring it behind your back, and come into supported Supta Baddha Konasana. The bolster is long ways behind your lower back. You can bring your blocks or your blankets, if that feels better for you, under your knees. And then taking your strap, open it into a very big loop. And take the loop, bring it all the way over your body. If you know how to go into it, go right in. And then bring that strap so it's right snug against your low back. Take the front part of that loop and bring it around your feet so that the strap is on the insides of your legs. You have a big circle from your low back around your feet. And I'll walk around if you're not getting that, don't worry. Tighten it in. You can take a pillow for your head and then lower back, opening your arms out towards the sides. Make sure that as you open your arms, your wrists stay lower than your shoulders. Close your eyes. Soften those muscles around your eyes. And practicing our yogic or 3-part breath here. As you inhale, fill up your belly all the way down to your pelvic floor. Continue to breathe into your ribs, then into your chest. And then slowly exhale as your chest softens, belly softens down to your pelvic floor. So it's with one inhale that you move your breath up your body. Pelvic floor, belly, chest. And then you reverse that as you exhale, softening your chest, belly down to pelvic floor. Release that 3-part breath. Now let your breath organically flow. Don't try to control it. Just follow that pace. Your mind is a second behind the flow of your breath. Slowly begin to bring your knees together. Take your time to come out of this pose. Roll onto your right side into a fetal pose. And can wiggle your feet out of that strap. And as you come off your bolster, round your back for a moment and come into your heart space. And just lay down. And then we'll make our way into our final pose, stone head shavasana. And so lift yourself up. And when you're ready, you're going to take your blocks towards the front of your mat to the highest setting. Bring your bolster on top of your blocks. You can take a blanket for your head, and then your other blanket can either actually be a blanket on your body or go under your low back. Bring your legs on top of the bolster, making sure that they feel secure. And then lower yourself back. Arms by your sides. Allowing this final inversion to just reverse that blood flow. And as you soften your lower belly, and you drop your back and head heavy into your mat. Allow your body to sink so heavy and that you feel like you're falling through your mat in the floor. With every inhale, you feel your energy rise up, almost like your body is lifting an inch away from your body. And every exhale, again, you fall deeper through the floor, letting go completely. Slowly begin to deepen your breath, feeling yourself laying on your mat, noticing the room around you, the people around you. And when you're ready, begin to bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. Wake up your body, keeping it still relaxed. And draw your knees in towards your chest and come into a fetal pose on your right side. Reminding yourself in this fetal pose to trust the timing of your life. Whatever you think you need to do, you didn't get done. Make the goal instead to just be as present as you can. Do your best. With your eyes closed, bring yourself up to an easy seat. Find that long spine with your hands together at the center of your chest. And feeling both alert and relaxed. We'll seal our practice this Friday with a shared Om. Take a full breath in. Thumbs up to third eye center. And from my heart to yours, namaste, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday. Great weekend. And let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Yeah. So for the props, we have a new system. If you could please fold your blankets with the folded part facing us and just put them back on the regular shelf. We are instead just washing them on a bi-weekly basis because it's just our washing machine and the blankets cannot keep up with the amount of times that we're constantly throwing them in. So if you could just please put them back there and that's it. Yes, the workshop. Thanks, Dee Dee. We only have a handful of spots actually left for the Cleanse and Renew workshop. So it is 2 hours next Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. of restorative yoga. So doing all the poses we do with the props and hands-on massages. Dee Dee will be massaging you along with me and Alona. We're co-teaching it. It's capped at 20 and there's 3 of us so that you get adequate time assisted and massaged in each pose. And then we'll also have a little bit of like pranayama and like mantra work built in. So the last one was really, really special and hopefully you can join for this one. Yeah, if you haven't felt Dee Dee's like massages, you're in for a treat. Trust me. Bye, Monique. How you doing?
Take care.
Thank you. You too. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye.
So pretty out. Bye.